business idea that actually is realistic and possible. I've had this one before. It's not as quick money making or just something that's nice and will keep a family alive for centuries and it requires a couple different roles that people have. Now, this is the way the image went in my head before, and I guess it's still possible if people wanted to do it. Yeah, absolutely, with my skills and other. So, where do I start with this? My nephew is in business school. He's good with numbers, paperwork, taxes. I can guarantee he's better than me. He can drive. He can go and to certain places to file paperwork. I don't know how his money skills are. I know I'm good at making a budget out, sticking to the budget, and putting money back into the business or rent or the apartment. That is where my main concern is putting money back into what makes us money. That was always the way I was. I mean, just try to make more money from what the money you have. And that's just the way I look at it. I'm also very good at making out a budget. But I do think that filing paperwork and trying to run the business on like that, because I'm terrible with paperwork, I'm terrible with taxes, all that type of stuff. But I'm excellent with customers. I'm excellent at getting things fixed. And if I can't fix it, I'm excellent at getting other people to fix it. I am excellent at dealing with the shittiest people on earth. I'm great at convincing people to work for almost nothing. I can also hire and I can tell what people's issues are by having short conversations with them. I know what problems will come up ahead of time with an employee. I also know what problems will come up ahead of time with a customer. I'm also really, really good with customer service. I'm also really good with advertising. I'm really good at sales. I'm really good at keeping up with the different seasons. As far as running a convenience store, gas station, a small store, I do it fantastic. Every part of from hiring process to managing to running, to dealing with customers, dealing with stock, making out what money has to go where, what improvements need to be made. The biggest one is repairs, repairs, repairs. There's always some heater breaking or a machine down or the water pipe is leaking. I'm very good at, oh, that's going to need to be coming up, so we're going to need to put in money for that. Yeah, yeah. The heater's on the fritz, so we're going to need to put so and so much away, and I'll have to call Bobby next week. I'm very good at organizing that. Even for my boss, he didn't want to deal with the internet server issue. He just wanted to shut down every week. I'm like, you're losing money here. I can fix this for you by doing all the hard work on the phone. We just shut down the store instead of shutting it down every damn week for a year. Why don't we just shut it down one time and do this right? Because obviously there's something more wrong here. I'm very good at handling those issues, getting them done. I'm also good at dealing with tough employees that are just terrible, doing drugs on the job, stuff like that, and getting them out until it's ready or whatever. I'm very good with people. I am very unhealthy right now due to my father's choices, but nothing that can't be fixed. Or, I shouldn't say fixed. Nothing that can't get better. At least, yeah, no doctors have said that I'm gonna die this minute, but cars running over my head will kill me that minute. So let's not be walking on the side of the road having seizures in traffic. So that's another problem entirely. Making it so my father's choices don't hit me like a bag of rocks, that's a whole nother issue entirely. But if I can get the health care I need, and if I can save up the money, buying a building where there's just like a 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom upstairs, and then downstairs there's just some convenience store or gas station or something that has like the basic sales. That would be gasoline, food, cigarettes, alcohol. Oh, I guess in today's tobacco paraphernalia, that would be like hookahs and stuff like that. I guess I don't really care. We don't need that. There's plenty. At least I don't think we do. I mean, I guess some of the bigger, more the owners that have 5 stores or stuff like that usually sell the bongs and pipes. And the small mom and pops that don't sell the bongs and pipes seem to just be single stores. So maybe there's something to it, but I don't think we would need to do that. I would hope not. I would hope that we were good enough. And I'm also good at finding deals, cutting costs. And as your own business, not a franchise, you're able to shop at places like online or get a record. Like, for instance, people are selling CBD. You think they get that from the oil companies? No, the CBD comes from a different supplier online that ships it and makes a deal with the business. You can get a wicked good deal with these CBD suppliers if you have the license. It goes with the tobacco and liquor licensing. Yeah, there's a separate category you can file for CBD. And if you get that CBD license and you're able to pull in the customers, you can make some good money right now. Anyway, so that's where I come in. Now, if me and my nephew paired up, we had upstairs, even if it's two separate apartments or if it's one two-bedroom, I'm good at keeping to myself too. I'm very good at that, especially with people that are actually just sane. Like my nephew is not as hard as all these. Oh my God. My nephew is not David. He's not Raymond. He's not. Oh, that would be so easy. That would be great. Just sit and work and go to the doctor. Oh my God, would that be great? I would be able to go to the doctor, I'd be able to work, and I'd be able to stay alive and not have seizures every day. And my nephew would have a business. I would have a business. Now, there would be a problem, though. I've run into a lot of people that like to take advantage of me because I'm so giving and so easygoing and so forgiving. So that would need to be something I need to look out for because I kind of make it easy for people to screw me by forgiving them over and over and over for every little thing. Oh, no, that's all right. Try not to do it again. Well, after a while, that can become a problem. And if somebody wants to move in their girlfriend and get me out, that could be a problem later. But there's always the ability to make money and sell. I run the company. He moves into a house, and now I'm up in a two-bedroom by myself, or I get an employee, and I keep an eye on the employee. Or if I'm really getting sick, I mean, my manager, oh my God, she never gets out of a chair. She goes straight from the car to a chair. She can't really stand up very well. She's very heavy set, but she gets a lot of work done. How does she do it? She just works hard from a chair. That's all. She makes sales, she runs stores, and she doesn't stand up. Well, so that means even if my neurological disorder gets worse, all I need is myself and then maybe a little help. But even then, I don't think that's going to happen for many, 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 many years if I get the medical care I need. If I'm going to live like a squirrel outside in a couple weeks, then I don't even get to work. I don't get to live. I don't get to use shelters. I don't get to drive. I don't get to do anything. I get to live in the woods like a squirrel for the rest of my life. I don't think I'm going to be able to try to fix this another 20 times for another 25 years. This is becoming impossible the longer it goes down the line. I keep on my injuries get worse and I keep on getting more seizures and other injuries. Meanwhile, the longer it goes, the harder it is to clean up this mess. And it's not my mess. I didn't make the choice for my mother to poison me. I didn't try to hide medical care. I didn't tell my mother to lie. I didn't tell her to traffic me. I didn't tell her to stop any doctors from seeing me. I didn't tell her to cut off any doctors. I didn't tell her to move me around. I didn't tell her to lie. I didn't tell her to lie to my father. I didn't tell her to manipulate me. I didn't tell her to lie to my father. I didn't tell her to try to brainwash me. I didn't pick the pills out. I didn't force pills into me. I didn't mix pills into my pills. I didn't ask for a full bottle of Epicac. None of that I ever asked for. I didn't do any of it, but yet I'm the one who has to suffer for it. So, hey, this pipe dream of mine is nice and pretty and all that, but that's all it is. Yeah, it sounds good. My nephew has a business degree. He works there. He's an extra hand. He has a car, drive around, and honestly, he's probably just as good as me in a lot of things I mentioned. I don't know how he does with customers. I mean, can he take a customer screaming at him for nothing about a little mistake? Does he know how to bring in? Because, I mean, you can do the policy where you tell him to just fucking leave. But see, I want to bring in money. And I know how to deal with this type of situations and still bring in money. That's the thing. When you got these, I mean, everybody is nuts today that's going to come into your store. I'm telling you. I've done this for a long time. When you're dealing with hundreds of people a day, and that's what we want. We want more people. Some stores, or I should say some employees, want to try to make as little people as to come in as possible because they don't like dealing with people. No. Even if they're shitty, we want as many people coming into that store as possible and buying stuff. As many as possible. Even if we don't like the guy, as long as it doesn't affect other customers and they're not being inappropriate. If the person just has an attitude one time with me, if he's going to come back and shop with me, I'm going to try to make that happen. If he's going to come back a week later and spend more money, if I just sit there and go, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. Oh, well, I'll do everything I can do to help you. Yeah, well, so what's the issue? Uh-huh. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to look into this. And here's my phone number. You call me back tomorrow, but without any proof, I'm not going to be able to do a return. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to check the cameras. I'm going to see if your gas was stolen or if you went to the wrong pump or what the issue was. Then the next day, so we looked at the camera. You went to the wrong pump. You went to 5 instead of 4. And you ended up, somebody drove up and just pumped your 40 and left. Now, I'm sorry, you're not going to get that money back because you did say 5. But I'll tell you what, I'll make sure that that never happens again by confirming your pump number a couple more times. Now, I do confirm the pump number, and they still do it. They still put it on the wrong pump. I'm not even kidding. They'll say, number 4, number 2, and the reason for that is you only can see half the numbers. So it goes 1, and then you can't see 2. And then it's 3, and you can't see 4. And then it's 5, and you can't see 6. So they'll say, I want 40 on pump 5. But they're really on 6 the other side. So you do exactly what... Are you sure you want it on 5? Yes, I'm sure I want it on 5. 40 on 5? Okay. 40 on 5. Then they go out to 6 and nothing works. So they come back in and they say, I'm on 6. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That guy just pumped your gas. It's on 5. I'm sorry. But if it's in sight, I'll stop it. If I can, I actually stop it before it happens. I watch them go back to their car to try to make it easier on them. And they appreciate that, and they come back more often. If a customer makes a mistake and you save them from losing their money, they will come back to you. So there's a lot of little things like that that I'm good at. Like I said, I'm good at taking it. That's one of my skills. And everybody is pissed off, and everybody got a problem, and they're tired of the stoned workers at the gas station and the stoned person who can't count change. And so when they have somebody who just sits there and is willing to kind of be like that mom and pop that store, that's the tough one. Oh, you know what, you're short 15 cents? You come here all the time. You're all right. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next run. Yeah. Just give me your best, okay? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know. I'll see you next week. No problem. I don't care about 15 cents. You come in here all the time. And that's how you get them to come back and spend more money. Then the next time they come, they spend an extra $5 or whatever. Plus, by knowing I'm also very good. Every customer I have, I don't know their names. I know what they buy. That's Palmo Orange Guy. That is Gatorade with a snack. That is a Palmo, and is going to ask for if he has any Velo for his daughter. Okay, and him, oh yeah, he's a looky-loo that always trying his card. He does buy, but he wants to run his card every week. Yeah, there's a lot of annoying ones like that. They'll try to run their card every day, and then only once a month or something it will work, and then they'll spend a lot. But if you put up with it, as long as it's not hurting the business, you will get that money. And so you don't, like Cumberland Farms banned this guy because he comes there all the time trying to run his card, and it never works until he gets his check on the 3rd, but he can never remember when it works, so he just keeps on coming. He's like, I think he's senile or something, I don't know what it is, but I'm polite and I let him run it, and I tell him, no, I'm sorry, not this time. What do you need, a cigarette? I'll tell you what, you would give me one, here's one, but don't, remember, I don't do this, I don't give people cigarettes, and I don't. He's the only one, because once a month I'll give him one cigarette. He comes in and he buys quite a bit of packs now. At first he was just buying 1 or 2, but now every place is giving him shit. He's almost buying cartons from us now, and that's partly me. And he even bought other customers packs, actually. Yeah, he likes our store so much he bought a customer that was a little short a pack. I told him, I don't have $1.50 for you. I could probably cut in maybe 12 cents in that little tip jar right there, or that little give a penny, but I don't have that much in my drawer or the tip jar, so I'm sorry I can't make the sale. You're not going to get the sale. I got 12 cents there, and my drawer is even Steven today. So, because people leave their change. At that point, he stepped in and bought it. But normally, I'm sorry, I can't sell to you. I can't. I can't take $1.50 off. And if you're a regular that spends shitloads of money, I might. If I know I'm gonna get that $1.50 back like the next day or something. Like there's an African American guy that runs the business next door. And if he wants to come over, I mean, he gave me a roll of paper for the machine, and we gave him we trade papers for our machines, even though he's a totally different gas station. That's our competition. He's a good guy. He's the employee there. I'm the employee here, and we work together. We keep both businesses running. I mean, what do we care? No, you're out of paper? Throw me a roll. Yeah, throw me a BP roll. Does it work? Yeah, it does. Hey, throw me one of your rolls. Monster Gas roll. Yeah, yeah, they didn't deliver ours. Okay, here you go. And then we just trade back when the delivery comes in. So that guy I will let slide on $1.50 because he's next door and he will be coming in and he will probably drop $3 and try to force a double payment on me. No, 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 I owed you $1.50 and here's $1.50 because you lent it to me. No, man, that's all right. No, I insist. Okay, I'll put it in the drawer. That's just yeah, I'm very good at pulling in customers. I'm very good at everything, stalking front. I mean, the problem is I don't sit still either, though, so I get hurt a little bit sometimes, but that can be remedied. That can be remedied. Plus, if I owned my own store, I guess I wouldn't feel the need, I guess, to be like on camera just doing the same stuff over. I guess I would be a little more like the same that I'm doing, but less of the pointless stuff like remopping the floor in 2 hours because you ran out of stuff to do. Yeah, I don't like listening to music and sitting on my ass. I really don't. So like I'll when I run out of stuff to do, I'll just remop. I'm like they'll be like, "Didn't you just mop 2 hours ago?" Yeah, but people walked on that. I gotta mop it again. They're like, your other employees don't do shit. They won't even take out the trash, and you're double mopping, taking out the trash. And didn't you just hurt yourself? Yeah, I actually kind of twisted myself again trying to do the trash. Don't you have a do not lift order? Well, yeah, no, I do now. And everybody here has a do not lift order. Everybody, yeah, all the girls and the manager all have do not lift orders. So if I don't lift, nobody's going to lift because Zach's the one keeping things running right now. There's other people at other stores, the manager's good, but we all have our crosses to bear. And hey, there you go. So anyways, yeah, like a nice little store with the apartment upstairs, the store downstairs, big enough where you could keep the stuff that's selling, whatever that is bringing in profits and doesn't hurt anybody. It's legal, nothing illegal. That's the one rule. If you want to do illegal, no, 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 no illegal shit. Not in my apartment, not in my house, not in the store I'm in. Absolutely not. And you're not allowed to hit on the customers. Absolutely not. I will throw you out if you make one of the customers feel like you're want to have sex with them. Absolutely, you're leaving the store. And if you're selling drugs in my store, get the fuck out before I call the police. I don't care what you're doing. You're not using the bathroom. No, get out. So I have strict policies. Don't get me wrong, and that can be a problem too. I don't care about pot with my nephew or anything like that. But if does he know how to handle a gangbanger who wants to sell crack in your store? Does he know how to get in his face and say, "Get the fuck out"? I don't care about no gangbanger. Get out. No, oh yeah, threaten me. Okay, fine. Come in here, shoot me, whatever. Just please get out. I don't care if you sell crack. Sell crack out there. Just not in here. I don't care if you sell crack. I care if you sell crack here in this store. So get out, because the police are already on the way. Yes, they are. Absolutely. I pressed the button back there. They're on the way. You would press, yeah, yeah. And then there's also less people that might be totally fucked up high. And you got to be able to know how to handle that. Now, there's different levels. Now, there's a sucker level where they're like 20. They're not so high that you call the police, but they're so high that they're buying everything. They're looking at everything. And I usually sell them $40 lighters. That's how I get rid of all the $40 lighters. I usually get at least one off every month. There's $40 torch lighters. Some of them are up to 60. And I wait for them to be at the ATM going, "What's he, Bobby? Yeah, this is going to be a fun night. Yeah, yeah." And there's a bunch of people up his ass, 4 people together. They're looking to buy cigarettes, whatever. They all got IDs saying 25, 30 years old, whatever. They're having a good time. We need a lighter for it. Yeah, we need a good lighter. Yeah. Oh, you need a good lighter. Okay, okay. I got you guys. See this? Yeah, I can go low, high, refillable, table lighter. Got the works. Yeah, you want this. Yeah, it's a good one. I'm telling you. It's good. How do you know it's good? Oh, I'll show you. Yep. See this? Yep. Tell you what, I'll even let you keep my refill in there. Yeah. Keep the gas in there. Well, don't we need some? Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. We got fresh tanks here, the best. It doesn't clog up like you could see right there. I use a lighter myself. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, I've had to use a torch many times. Oh yeah, it's good for even trying to melt stuff down. Yeah, I've made CBD distillants, hemp stuff, and I've had to melt the pipe down and it gets stuck. I know all about it. Yeah. Oh, you're using. No, no, I don't want to hear about. No, no. I don't care. No, no, I don't care what you're using it for. I probably shouldn't have said that. Okay, yeah, but no, no, I'm telling you, that's a good lighter. I know myself. I didn't know you guys were smoking meth, and I did not just hear that. I don't know what you guys are doing tomorrow. I did not hear that. But this lighter is top notch. We'll buy it. And the tank of gas. And 2 packs of cigarettes. And these 2 beers. And all these snacks. You got it, man. Those are the ones you want to make the sales to. There's a lot of opportunities right there. And the lighter, the $40 lighter, that's what you want to get. Because some of these lighters you can get cheap for like $10 and the markup price is like 40. That nothing else in the store is like that. I mean, when they buy beer, you're getting like a little bit, cigarettes a little bit, food is a little more, but the like a $40 lighter, that is pretty good. That's a pretty good hit. Maybe that's why they put all those bongs and pipes in those places. I mean, my store didn't allow that. We just started selling Whippet cans and then they pulled them right out. And I'm kind of glad. I didn't really like that, but only 2 customers bought it. Maybe because I wasn't advertising the Whippets, I kind of hid them so nobody would see them. Yeah, I'm a terrible person, but my boss also hid them. So my manager said, "Do you think this is a good spot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." And really, I wanted to say, "Yeah, that's a great spot because nobody will see it and they have to ask specifically for it, and we have no advertisement, so nobody knows we're selling this stuff." And I don't want to talk about nitrous oxide. So, yeah, we made 2 sales. Only 2 people came in looking for nitrous oxide tanks and a dispenser for whipped cream. And thank God, because I do not want to be the whippet salesman. But hey, it's illegal in some states, and if it brings in money, but you gotta get your reputation out that you sell whippets, and that you don't need to do that. The money, I don't think there's much money in whippet sales. I doubt it. I mean, how many people get addicted to nitrous and come back in all the time as a regular for nitrous? I just don't think the sales are worth it at all. So no, no, no K2, no nitrous, no drugs. If you want to sell glass art or a hookah, that's as far as I go. Anyways, it was just an idea I had a long time ago to run my own store with my nephew and live upstairs from it. That was a kind of a cool idea, but it requires me first clearing up all this bullshit with my mother and father, and that is so time consuming, and I've already invested so much money, health, time, and I've got pretty far, but not far enough.